Hi guys, we're back with another video. We're going to show off a nice mail day. A lot of pickups here that have been purchased over the last couple of weeks. Not as much quantity, but I feel like, the quality in this one is nice. But regardless, let's just get straight into it. And we'll talk about my thought process, where I'll probably be putting up some of these cards, where I'll be trying to sell it. So the very first card here, did pay $71 for this one. This bloke put up a post, he's actually Wamba Cards that's who it is. Put up a post, and I don't know much about baseball at all. It's very foreign to me, but I have owned a Carlton Fisk auto like a few years ago, and he had this one up there for 70, or I think it was actually $60, but the shipping obviously was $10 or $11. I saw the $60 on it, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure Carlton Fisk is a relatively good player. I don't really know who Ivan Rodriguez is. On-card auto, so pretty much said sold on it straight away, and I think the comps on it are just over $100. So probably just send this one straight into consignment. It is 5 out of 35. Obviously, they're both going to be solid players. I'm assuming they're legends of the MLB. I know there's people probably yelling at their screen right now saying, these guys are, superstars, legends of the game, but I don't really watch baseball. I don't watch baseball at all. Like, I would say I'm loosely an Astros fan, but I'm only going to be an Astros fan when we win the World Series. But yeah, I like how it is on card. You don't really find that with dual autos nowadays. Next card up, we have a Joel Embiid Spectra Gold. This one is out of 10. It isn't the true gold. It's the one that you find out of the Asia sets or the Asia boxes. By the time this video goes up, it will be in my Whatnot stream, but this will just go onto the Whatnot stream. I did pay $20 for it. So we'll see how it does go on Whatnot, whether I make my money or not back. All right, next two purchases. So paid $200 for these two. Kobe Bryant, 1 of 1. They're printing plates. Like, yes, they are printing plates. This is from 2013-14 National Treasures. And then this one I'm pretty sure is from Spectra. So they're 1 of 1s. I mean, true Kobe 1 of 1s would be worth way more than $100 each. But the printing plate market for Kobe is quite reasonable. I think, you have some that sell for $125 and then some that go for like $200 plus. I don't know how these would go and like what dictates what card goes for printing plates, because they're all 1 of 1s. Maybe it's the set that they're originally in, or maybe if it's an iconic picture that they've used. But regardless, I'm not too sure what I'll do with this one. I'm not too sure if I'm going to put it into consignment or just have it up at shows. But Kobe 1 of 1s, I'm sure will move somewhat. So we'll see if I can get $100 each plus for both of them. But yeah, really cool to have that one in. Next one up, I've got to give a shout out to Max. He's a viewer of the channel, and it's kind of an ironic story of this one, but I've been looking at this card specifically for a while from Fast Break Trading Cards. Down in Cheltenham, really good guys that run it, Alvi and John. They actually had this exact card in their showcase. I can't actually remember what it was going for. Maybe it was like $150 or $200. And for a while, I was like staring at it. I really like Jalen Johnson. He probably could have won Most Improved Player of the Year if he was able to play the full season. Last season now, but yeah, he did get injured, unfortunately. It is a case hit. I think they had it at $150, but Max did put it up, and I did snap it off him for $85. So I'm not sure if the market has come down a little bit for Jalen Johnson, but he's someone that I don't mind if you're trying to do a little bit of a sneaky buy low play. He was out for the rest of the season, but that Hawks team is sneakily athletic. You've got Reece Shea, you've got Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, you've obviously got Trey there as well. You've got Porzingis. Bit of a unicorn, lanky team. I'm not sure what they're trying to build there, but it's very, very interesting. All right, the next bunch of cards, these were all from the same seller. So first up, the Peyton Manning game used jerseys. These ones are $5 each. Didn't even look at comps for these ones, but Peyton Manning, like a top 5 quarterback of all time. You'd think a game-worn jersey would be worth more than $5. So there's 4 of these. Fleer Ultra, you've got Crown Royale, Rookies and Stars, as well as, is this titanium? Yep, it is titanium, but the older titanium. And like, how old is this? 2000, yeah, 2002. So this is relatively like old Peyton Manning. Like, it's not like your more modern sets. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. I can't remember what I paid for this one. I think it was like 25, 30 bucks, but Kyle Pitts, like what a downfall for Kyle Pitts. So total up for everything, I paid $165. So if I paid $20 for that one, so it means I paid $145 for these two total. So I'm assuming that this one was like 110, 120, and then this one was like 20 to 30. I actually can't remember off the top of my head. But Kyle Pitts, this is still a really nice card. It's a 2-color patch. It's a sticker order. I don't know what the hell's happened with his order there. I feel like that's not what his order normally looks like. Maybe he was just like tired after signing 100 autos, but had a really good rookie season and then just really dropped off his second, his third. What would we be up to? Would this be his 4th year now? So just, I don't know what's happening there, but I think I'll just send this one into consignment and see how that one goes. This one will just go straight into consignment. I'm not really, I'm not like, with the NFL market, if you're not into it like NBA, there is a lot of prospecting and there's a lot of volatility. So in the offseason, people obviously favor quarterbacks. And with quarterbacks, you know, you've only got a finite amount of really good ones. You know, you've got Mahomes, you've got Burrow, you've got Herbert, Josh Allen. People want to find that next Burrow, Mahomes, Allen, Herbert, all that sort of stuff. So people go prospecting, and I think players like Jaden Daniels obviously played very well. You saw his 1-of-1, got sold by Roth Cards to the Commanders owner for $500K. People can't afford Jaden Daniels. They'll try and convince themselves that someone like a Michael Penix will be one. So Desmond Ridder was one a couple of years ago. Sam Howell as well. So Michael Penix Jr., he was a top 10 draft pick, has pretty good history, you know, in terms of college and everything like that. But yeah, like I'm not going to go prospecting here. I'm just going to send this one into consignment. I think as the NFL season heats up, the off season, as we get closer to the season, cards like this will start to go up a little bit more. But yeah, I'm not going to go prospecting because it just takes, honestly, it takes 1 week for this card to go from $120 down to $30. It's not like NBA where I feel like you have more, you kind of know in a way, like people don't go really prospecting or trying to find value from first to second year. Like you already know Wemby's a really good player. You know Brendan Miller was a really good player last season. And then now it's going to be Reece Sachet for next season as well. So I think people prospect way harder in the NFL. I hope that made sense. A lot of blabbering on there, but yeah, this is something I'm just not going to want to hold in the short term for sure. All right, next 2 cards are very nice cards here. I paid $260 each for both of them. Jonathan Kuminga, Optic Contenders, PSA 10. This one is out of 99. Really nice card. This might be my favorite Optic Contenders set, or year, sorry, from 2021. I've obviously got a lot of the Alperin Şengün's. I've had a Franz, I've had a Scotty Barnes in it before. But PSA 10, I sold a PSA 9 of the out of 49 of this a couple months ago for the same price. So out of 99, PSA 10, he doesn't have too many sales as of late. I think people are trying to wait and see what the Warriors do with him, but I think someone leading into the NBA season will be trying to look for that value again, and I think Kuminga's probably one that I'd look out for, even if I did have to hold it into the season. It's a nice card to kind of hold, but I have liked what I've seen from Kuminga. Don't know what Steve Kerr's really doing there, but maybe some Warriors fans down below can let me know. And then this card here as well, same price as well, $260, but the exact one out of 99. I think Giddey's obviously shown a little bit more, but a PSA 10, I mean, that's a really gorgeous card. And yeah, I think Giddey cards as well, I think are at relatively good prices. So getting into next season, you know, I think this is a really kind of good time to be buying stuff if you're believing in players, or if you're thinking that people will heat up on them towards the season. So yeah, 2 really nice cards there. Paid $260 each for both of them. All right, and the last lot of pickups here. Shout out to Nathan, has an incredible Paolo Banchero collection. This has a little bit of Paolo, a little bit of Giddey, as you're going to see. What order have we got it in? So the first 2 pickups, paid $250 for both of these. Giddey Blue Ice, team color match on this one. Obviously quite sad that he didn't win the championship because he's now on the Bulls. And then we also have the purple ice here. So the blue ice is out of 125, and then the purple ice is out of 149. I do love numbered prisms. When I first kind of got back into collecting in 2018, I opened the box of 2018 Prism, and I never really understood the hype because as a collector, I always loved autos, but now as I've gotten more and more into cards and collecting all that sort of stuff, I do like prisms. I do find though in Australia, numbered prisms, they're not as liquid or they're not as sellable as like your on-card autos. So yeah, again, long term, who knows if it will be easy to sell for me. Might be something I just have to send to America, but hopefully being Giddey, desirable cards, they don't go too badly here. Very next card, we have a Jalen Brunson out of 75. He did say he was going to send this one into grading, but but he just wanted to kind of get some money to get a nicer purchase. So I might send this one into grading. It does look relatively centered, and then top to bottom, yeah, top to bottom it might be a little bit off. So we'll see how that goes. It's the fast break purple out of 75. Paid $230 for it. So see how that one goes. And then the last two pickups. So I talked about it multiple times in TikToks and videos now. The one player I'm probably going to be buying heavy of at value, in my opinion, is Paolo Banchero. I think, when it comes to looking at these players that have stepped up from into their prices now, like your Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, your Anthony Edwards. You could even see like Tyrese in a way has kind of popped off as well, Cade Cunningham as well. I think Paolo is, other than Shane Ant, who are already there, and Wemby as well will probably be up there as well. I think Paolo, don't want to get this wrong, but I feel like I'm the most confident in him succeeding and being a top 5 player within the next 5 years. All right, it's a big call. It's a big call. LeBron's still hanging on somehow, somewhere out there, but I'm hopeful, and I do like what Paolo can put out there. Kind of spewing, he didn't make it all the way down to Houston, but I'm still happy with Jabari Smith Jr., but I do like Paolo a lot. So, first card, I've shown both to the camera already. We have a Fast Break Prism pink out of, Fast Break pink prism out of 50, PSA 9. It is off-centered, as you can see left to right. Paid just over $400 for this one, and then we have the neon green out of 75, PSA 10. I've seen the white disco go for like $450 recently. There's no recent sales of the out of 75, so I feel like being the true hobby color, buying this for $350. If the white disco, which is like the one as of H2 or the fast break select box, I don't actually know the select boxes too well. If that went for $450 lately, I'd assume roughly that this would be worth about $500 to $550, but I like Paolo Banchero a lot, so it's probably just going to be something that I hold more so getting towards the season, but then there's going to be some cards that I just hold longer term, but we'll say medium term, because like I said, I do like the way that Orlando Magic is shaped in the East. Franz Wagner, Paolo, they have Suggs returning. They've got Bane now as well. I do like the identity of that team, and the Eastern Conference will be quite weak. You've got Halliburton that's out with an injury, Lillard out with an injury. You'll have Tatum out with an injury as well. So I think it's right there for the taking. Hey guys, that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed that mail day. If you guys did enjoy that mail day, leave a like down below, comment down below, and also hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't subscribed already. I appreciate you guys as always, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.